Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you very much for subscribing, very much appreciated. So, bit of a change in format. I know you're excited. Change in format to the day in the life of an independent safety consultant. And the reason I'm changing things up a little bit is I'm quite fed up of doing video editing of trains, tubes, hire cars and service stations. So I thought I'll condense it, do it once a week, and it'll be that was the week that was. Some of the more older viewers will recognise where that's come from. And of course, it is deliberate plagiarism. So, the last week that was Monday. Not the best day I've ever had. The morning was spent getting around to some boring but necessary admin tasks. So this was paying my self-assessment bill, the old payment in advance. Not the correct term for it, but I think you know what I mean. And I had to go on to my Transport for London Oyster card because the card had failed for some unknown reason. So that was updated. And then it was some transferring of tax savings into premium bonds account. Good chat, by the way. If you're saving for your corporation tax, don't put it in your business money manager. Top tip from my accountant: put it in premium bonds for a year until you need it. Who knows? You might win the big one. I haven't. And then after that, it was a client laptop has upgraded from Windows 10 to Windows 11. Wow. And of course, every single app was out of place, not working, had to be reinstalled. So a lot of time spent doing that. Finally got round to getting back to some leak before break safety case work that I'm doing. Interesting, but quite laborious, going through, excuse me, all the standards and the academic research, putting together the evidence nodes to deliver this safety case pattern. So interesting, but quite laborious. And I'm getting into the swing of that. See the postman come and go. And what dropped onto the doormat? The dreaded brown envelope. HMRC. And your heart sinks. Oh, what this time? And this time it was a warning of a penalty notice for not submitting my P11D forms I had weeks ago. So, more time spent speaking to my accountant, Andy from A-Star. Thank you very much. The legend got it sorted, got straight onto the case, so that was all good. Monday afternoon, I had a train down to London for a 2-day audit of a supplier at 15:54. Train left perfectly on time, sat there working away. And as we got to Stevenage, as we were putting in, the announcement came. There's a bit of a delay. I'm going to try and find out what's going on. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. As we pulled off from Stevenage, it was announced, very sadly, that a person had been hit by a train. And if this did turn out to be a suicide, which I fear it may have, you know, my heart goes out to the families, and my heart goes out to the driver as well. I may have been delayed, but I was going home to my family, if not that night, at some point very soon. So you need to take these into perspective. What didn't help really was the LNER staff saying, we've got permission to open the doors at Nebworth. Yeah, we'd pulled into Nebworth, which I'd never been to. I thought it was only where big rock stars went. Because we had to leave Stevenage because we had to vacate the platform for a train coming behind us. They then got permission to open their train doors, and we were told we had 10 minutes to decide whether we wanted to get off or whether we wanted to sit and wait, or it could be up to 3 hours. So everybody decided to get off. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to Nebworth, but it's a car park, basically. 10, 15 spaces, I think I saw. There may have been more. And as I was leaving the train, I checked my Uber app. Prices to Vauxhall were about £66. Okay, not too bad, but I'll lay it out. By the time I got to the car park, it was 120. Good old Uber. booked it nonetheless, but 2 drivers cancelled on me in succession within minutes of arrival. I really hate that when that happens. I did spot a young family that were looking quite distraught, worried about how they were going to fund getting there. Or maybe they were just distraught because it turns out they'd been in Skegness on holiday. Who knows? But look, I said to them, look, let's get a minibus. I'll jump in. I'll lay the money out. Fortunately, I was able to do that, and knowing full well that I can claim it back from LNER. And that all went well, and they were really appreciative. Dropped them off at Hendon. So if you are that family and you're reading this, doubt it very much. But if you are, hope you got home okay. I was happy to do whatever I could. So, £99 lighter, and a couple of hours later I arrived at my hotel at 2 minutes to 8 o'clock. Long day. Time for wine. So, Tuesday. In theory, you can stay anywhere in London, really, once you've found a hotel that you like, and you can get to anywhere else in London or the surrounding area with relative ease. Apparently that doesn't extend to going to New Malden. What didn't help was the roadworks and the fact that everywhere in London is now a 20-mile-an-hour limit. I don't know if I'd spotted that before, but I really spotted it on Tuesday because that was painful. So, hour and 40 to get there, but we got there, and of course getting back was about the same time, so 20 to 7 at night, got back to the hotel. You guessed it. Time for a wine. Wednesday was day 2 of the audit, and same faff getting there. Slightly less faff in theory going back, because I was only going to King's Cross. But when I put the Uber, it said for a 12-mile journey, 1 hour 20. So that takes us to 20 past 6. Not allowing for any traffic and hiccups along the way. My train was leaving at past. Thankfully, the guy made up a lot of time, took us on some great and interesting rabbit runs, and we got there for about 6:15. So about time to just walk from the cab to the station and get the platform and go on. And luckily, nice and smooth on the way back. Thursday, I actually managed to get some work done, apart from there's about an hour when our financial advisor was here, all about the company pension scheme. But I did manage a quick walk in the sunshine. Do you remember that? That afternoon, but taking that time out means I was working till just gone 8:30 that night. But it is worth it, and if you can get out during the day. I'm all for it. And that was Thursday. So Friday, today, very productive this morning, getting on with the LBB stuff again, because that deadline's coming up, writing up notes from the audit and sharing those with colleagues. And then this afternoon it's time for getting on with my writing, so please do check out my Substack. This weekend we've got a barbecue with friends that I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. There may even be some wine. So that was the week that was. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the new format. Same place next week? Of course it is. All the cool kids want to be a safety scientist. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.